It's a new year, same old me. Although this isn't the first video I'm posting in 2026, this is gonna be the first video I'm actually filming in 2026. Today we're gonna be making some jeans from scratch. I have some 14-ounce denim that I got at the local fabric store, and this is what we're gonna be using to make the jeans. You can see it's like a dark blue denim color on the inside. It's like a little bit of a darker color as well too. One thing, before we even pick up the scissors, the first thing we have to do is get our measurements down. So I'm gonna show you guys the measurements I got for these pants. All right, so we're doing our measurements. The single most important part of the pants, obviously you need to measure it and you know how much you're cutting. So let's take a look at my measurements and what exactly we did. Whoa, technology. I have 10 measurements that I'll need for the pants. For these ones, I have from top to bottom, we have our outseam, our inseam, our seat of the pants. So that's pretty much the distance from your waist all the way to the curve of the pants. The thigh, the circumference of your thigh at the widest part, the waist, self-explanatory, the hips, the widest part of your butt, waist to hips. So the distance from your waist measurement all the way to your hip measurement, waist to knee, the distance from your waist measurement to your knee. Also have the hem, so this is the circumference of the leg opening, and the knee, this is the circumference of the knee. With these measurements here, I'm going to translate this to our fabric. Normally you translate this to a pattern, but I'm not gonna do a pattern. I'm just gonna do it straight to the fabric. We have our fabric right here. I have 2.5 yards of 14-ounce denim. I originally was thinking of getting this denim from eBay because eBay has some pretty good deals, but I went to my local fabric store. They had some denim and it worked out. It was great. I'm gonna transfer all my measurements onto this fabric. Now, normally you do it onto a pattern before you do it onto the fabric, but you know, as I said, no one's got time for that, so I'm gonna go do that. Let's see what we got here. First up, we got the front panels, we got the back panels. So we're gonna stitch these together, and the first thing we're gonna do when it comes to stitching these pants is adding the yoke to the back panels. All right, so I did a bunch of cutting and a bunch of stitching. I have the 2 back pockets here, so that's 1, that's 2. And I was just kind of fooling around with some embroidery around them. They kind of connect into some weird like image. So that's the 2 back pockets. I also lined them, so they're striped on the inside. And I made the yoke. So it's a single piece yoke. Ooh. And I also lined the yoke. So the yoke and the back pockets are lined, and I'm just gonna attach these 2 together. Let's just go over some of the things that we did. We did the whole back of the pants, stitched the 2 back panels together. So this is the yoke. I did it in one piece, a 1-piece yoke. I can flip it around so you guys can see it a little bit better. There you go, 1-piece yoke. You have back pocket here with a striped lining, other back pocket here, striped lining, and this is the yoke with flat felt seam on the inside. You can see flat felt seam on the inside, and then when you flip it on the inside, you can see the yoke is nice and striped on the interior as well too. And I double stitched with a felt seam on the inside here too. The curve was just a little bit too drastic for a flat felt seam, so I just did a regular felt seam on this one. And it looks great. It's nice and clean on the inside. I really like this nice striped look, and we're going to continue with the rest of the pants with the front panels. Look at this front panel. So the pocket is done. That's one side. The back side, French seam on the pocket bag. And the lining is like this nice blue and blue stripe. This one's a little bit more complex because it does have that watch pocket here. And also the watch pocket is lined, blue and white stripes. Same thing with the pocket, French seam on the pocket bag, nice and clean. And you can see some of the stitches here. And yeah, flip it inside out, looks nice. Now we're gonna attach these 2 together with a button fly. I have the front 2 panels sewn together with a button fly, so the button fly is on there. And I also have the back 2 panels sewn together, but I already showed you guys that with the belt loops attached. I went to bed really late last night. I got to maybe 80%, 90% of the pants. This is what the pants look like so far. So just to go over the things I did, first thing is the button fly. So it's gonna be a button fly, got that down. The pockets are down, the back pockets, the front pockets, and I also stitched the back and the front together. So it's pretty much all done. Also the belt loops. I did the belt loops, they're all attached on. All I have to do now is hem the pants because the legs are currently raw at the bottom. I also have to attach, main thing, the waistband, the rivets, and I have to do the buttons. All right, okay, anyway, let's go back to making these pants. I'm back. It's the end of the second day. Here they are. They're finished, they're done. You can see I added the rivets on the back as well too. These pants look really, really good. A couple of things I want to go over that I added to the pants. Every single pocket in this pants are lined. That's the back pockets with the blue and white stripes, both of them, and the watch pocket at the front, all lined. I also lined the back yoke, which is a single yoke, with this blue and white stripes as well too. I was thinking of adding a lining to the waistband, like the interior of the waistband, because some pants you see that, but we did not do that. Even the two front pockets have like a blue, dark blue and light blue stripe, which I really, really like. The inside of the pants, just as clean as the outside. If I flip these inside out, the inside is just as clean. Flip them inside out, really, really nice and clean. This is the back. The button fly is really nice as well. I took my time with making this button fly. I don't normally do button flies, but you have some copper buttons there. Button flies are great. And one other thing I did to the pants I've actually never done before on any type of pants, and it is add light distressing. One thing I wanted to do was make the pants look like it's already been worn, so it has a little bit of wear to it. Originally, I was thinking maybe I should do like a stone wash or something to the pants, but I did something very, very simple. Took some sandpaper, fine coarse sandpaper. I think it's like 180 grit. I went over some of the high traffic areas of the pants, so you can see the side hip has a little bit of distressing with the sandpaper. So there's the back seat of the pants. Also the hem has a lot of distressing to it, and it adds a unique color and texture to the pants. The areas that I distress are a lot softer than the normal parts of the pants. And obviously when you wash this and when you wear them, the distressing is gonna be, you know, more, it's gonna be real. I also added to the inseam of the pants. There's a lot of distressing on the inseam. That's kind of it. That's all I really want to talk about. The pants are done, they're great. I'm really happy with how they turned out. Took me 2 days, a lot longer than usual, but hopefully you guys learned something from this video. Like, follow, comment, subscribe. I'll see you later. Bye.